Mm.
Welcome back. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, as always, to the Amateur Hour podcast listeners. I hope you're all good. I hope you're well. Welcome back. And we're in for the PCA Northwest Review. Here we go. How you been, mate?
Very good, bro. Very good. I'm actually quite excited for this one. I haven't seen too much, but from what I have seen, this show was a much better standard. So I'm actually quite excited to go through a few of these classes today. But no, other than that, I mean, we trained together last week,
Mate, was it
Wednesday or Tuesday, one of the one.
Tuesday? Tuesday.
Yeah, it was Tuesday.
Tuesday.
Back, I'm back. Since then, what have I done? Moved house. Been a fucking long process, but new settings. I'm in the spare room, which is the office.
New settings. Man's got his own office.
Got my own office,
Got his
mate.
own office.
Um, what else have we been doing? No, that's about it, mate. The moving process has been long as fuck, but like a little update in terms of like the diet and everything. Got down to 202. Checked in with Tom. Tom was just like, "Yeah, I'm happy. Yeah, I know." Dropped weight very quickly. Checked in with Tom. Tom was happy. He was like, "Yeah, mate, this is sound. We can put a little bit more food in here." So we're just reversing out, but like very, very slowly.
No, I
Uh,
rate that. I rate
ordered,
that.
ordered my bloods. Gonna get them taken within the next week or two.
Hmm.
Where we're at, assess the issues if there are any, and then we go back into the blast. We are going to not take a different approach, but we're going to take a smarter approach with this push and keep cardio in. I
Mate, it makes such
Yeah,
a difference from you going to prep going, yeah, we're going to keep cardio in. We're going to keep cardio in. Next
yeah,
thing you know, mate, honestly, I'm telling you right now, bro. Like, I think it will help now. Even like a new little things like getting a new place. Like,
yeah.
you can just sort of have like a clean slate. That will help
And
massively
like, mate, I've got a bike right here,
in the office.
so it's beautiful. I wake up, I check the check-ins, I do video feedback on the bike, shower in
Man, just
there,
check in the
sit here,
check-ins, mate.
check-ins. Mate, it's a beautiful routine. I said to Tom, I said to him, I was like, please, can we keep it in, even if it's not every day, maybe a couple times a week, 20, 25 minutes, helps with routine, helps with appetite. It's just going to give me more of a runway to push because I really want to hit like 240 to
Mate,
250.
it makes the biggest difference, man. I got to 270, like high 270s, mate. The last time I was like 272, and I was like, mate, I cannot go anymore. I got to like 278, and I was like, mate, this is easy. This
Yeah,
is like, I was doing 25 minutes cardio like every day, and then I was getting to the point where I had to do it like my performance was getting pretty decent. I just pulled it down on my 2 leg days, so 5 times per week,
yeah.
mate. Yeah, honestly, it was the best thing I have ever done. I have cardio what all the time since post prep, and I hate people saying that. Oh, how many months? People say like, oh, 8 months post prep. No, you're not. You're just in off season.
Well, the thing is, right? So when I was done with prep, Lucy was still prepping. So for
Yeah,
it's like whatever it was, maybe five to 8 weeks, something like that. I was still doing daily cardio because I was going to the gym with her. So I was like, I'm gonna do it. It helps me, and also it like I don't want to be that much of a cunt that I just stay in bed while she goes to do cardio. So for that first like period of post show, that's how I gained weight so quickly and didn't get that fat because cardio stayed in. And then as soon as it came out, that's when everything slowed down, and that's
yeah.
when everything kind of went to shit a little bit. So
It shifts that energy
it is
balance
important.
massively. It shifts
Yeah,
that energy balance massively, mate. But yeah, I cannot recommend it
yeah.
enough, mate.
No,
Helps
I think
massively. But mate, just people say, oh yeah, you post prep, yeah, mate. 2 years post prep now, we're
yeah,
feeling
yeah.
good.
They're talking about it like the age of the baby. They're like,
Yeah,
oh,
literally, mate. Like we know
24
you've,
months post
we
prep.
know you've, yeah, we know you've prepped, mate. It's all right. Yeah, like you know, so,
Yeah,
yeah, I'm 27 months post prep. Okay, so see you in the off season. I've been my third push up since that, so it's sad.
yeah,
But now, mate, I've been all right.
yeah.
I we put in well increased drugs last week, so weight was holding. Obviously, I saw you, mate.
Yeah.
So I tightened up nicely from there, which is quite nice. I've dropped 3 pounds since then, so into the 240s now. So hopefully get to like high 230s, 240, like low 240s, and then go from there. Go push like 280, and then pull back 250, 290, 260, 300. Then slowly get to that point. That's what I can see us doing. But
300, mate.
yeah, man, it worked. I've not told Charlotte actually, and she won't listen to this podcast. So just keep it between me and you and the boys listening.
Yeah.
But I think I might just prep next year, mate. It works out perfectly. So if I diet down for another what 4 weeks, I
Yeah,
can then have like a 30. Literally, it'll be 30 weeks then to the end of the year. So
yeah,
then I can do like a 24-week push up, 4 week or sort of 4 to 6 weeks over Christmas where I can just sort of dial it back and then start prepping January. That's what I'm thinking of doing, mate. So,
yes, mate. Do it with
but
me.
yeah, man, that's what I was thinking, bro.
Yeah,
But I was just thinking like it works literally perfect. Like
yeah,
I wanted to start prep in January. I've got a 30-week push up. I've got 24 weeks of pushing, and I've got a 6 week break over like Christmas time where I can just bring down, and then I can start January 1st. And I'm thinking,
mate. Yeah, that's pretty much like identical to what I'm doing. So like, bro, do
yeah,
it.
yeah, man. So I was there like, why not? And I'm going to put the idea to Nathan in my check-in tomorrow. So,
Yeah.
I know what he'll say, but I don't know, man. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. But we'll see.
I think
That's
you
what.
can get a pretty good push in this next push, man. Hey, it could
Oh,
be
I
good.
bet I was so. It's just I was looking at my shots and I was like, God, I wanted to look so much better than that. I was like, I need to be better than that. Obviously, I know I will be, but like, it was just, I just need to do it again, just be better.
And
But
the more time you diet down to that sort of body composition, your conditioning gets better every time. Like you are
yeah, man,
getting
for
deeper
sure.
cut,
Yeah, man. So
more mature muscle, everything like that. So bro, it'll be
I
sick.
think, I think if you do like, if I get it out of the way, like a good sort of 16-week prep out of the way, if I can keep this sort of tidy, and
Yeah,
then I can prep, and then I can prep, and then I've got everyone that I'm going to be putting on stage later on in the year, so I can get mine out of the way, and then so it works out from a coaching perspective really well, from like a
yeah,
personal perspective really really well. Um, I'll get like a YouTube, actually like a proper YouTube sorted for it as well.
do it.
So I'm gonna get it all sorted, mate. But hopefully that's going to be the plan. But yeah, that's a little. I'm not going to put it out anywhere, so the amateur hour people, the only people that are going to actually know that.
Mate,
Um,
that's banging.
so yeah, all is good. All is, and if I do it, probably no, probably won't tell anyone to be honest. But then I might want to. I want to make a YouTube series out of it. So it's like,
Yeah,
oh god,
yeah,
oh, it's just one of those. But yeah, man, it's been a good week. Obviously saw you, came back, had a really busy week in terms of like coaching and getting all that stuff out of the way, and so it's all been good. It's all been good. It's been a good week. I'm going to Hull tomorrow because a little behind a little behind the scenes or sneak peek, but we're doing a Team CBC seminar,
yeah.
which is going to be held at um, Hull. So now you guys know as well.
Wait,
So
like
yeah,
you're actually doing it tomorrow? You're holding
yeah.
it,
So we're doing like the reel and that, and like telling them what it's
right?
actually
Okay.
about, and then we're going to actually have it there. So that's the plan for tomorrow. Go there, go go to Hull, get a few reels sorted, and then yeah, man, it's gonna be a good seminar, mate. It's gonna be a good seminar. And
Ultraflex Hull's really good, man. I went there with
yeah,
Alpha Neon, did like a sort of like sampling day at the gym, so we were there for like a whole day. Decent gym. It's big. It's a big Ultraflex.
mate, it's massive, isn't it? I've been there once before the posing room, and then they said the posing room could be rented out. And we were like, well, we might as well rent it out because like
Yeah.
obviously Christian living in Manchester now. Tim's is like near Hull as well. So, and I've got quite a lot of clients that are in and around here. So it's not too far. It's not too far, but how long is it from you? Hull? It must be near you, like an hour.
It was about an hour, about half
Yeah,
an hour. Because
yeah.
we did PCA Yorkshire, which was in Hull,
Mm.
and that was about a 45 minute to an hour drive.
Oh, sound mate. Yeah, we're doing a seminar for young and young upcoming coaches. We're giving you all the beans, mate.
All of it.
Cheap. Yeah, giving obviously Christian's going to be talking. Tim's going to be talking about a few things. I'm just going to be some space filler, mate, and just talk about some crap. Yeah, mate, it's going to talk after Christian Chapman and Tim Stewart. What are you talking about, Tom? Yeah, just going to talk about it. It's such an imposter thing, though, mate, because like
Of
possums, like,
course.
what
Yeah.
can I talk about, mate? That's going to be any sort of value to anybody who wants to learn off me. Then Christian was like sort of breaking down what I talk about, and I was like, yeah, to be fair, I could sort of talk about that, which is quite good. So it's basically something that I wish I had when I was starting out coaching,
Right.
just the fundamentals of like instead of learning about resistance profiles and all that sort of stuff, actually learn how to be a good coach and what actually get you a good coach. All of that stuff as well. But people sort of bombard you with like, oh yeah, lengthen, shorten range, this.
Yeah.
Well, actually focus on how to be a good coach first before doing all that. So it's going to be a good one, mate. That's happening tomorrow. A day of filming, so I'm going to be up there all day. Unfortunately, because it's like 6 hours of driving, mate. So it's all good. It's all
Right.
good.
Um, PCA Northwest, yeah.
PCA Northwest review. Can this get more than a four? Because I think the highest one we've done is a 4.5.
Yeah, I think from what I've seen, I think it will be.
Okay, can we just take a moment to stop? We've finally got a junior class which looks decent.
Yeah,
Yes,
not
boys
bad
and
at all.
girls, we've got it. Oh, great
Um,
stuff.
so in third place, we got Mr. Robson. We got Ben. I don't know who Ben is. Sorry, Ben's coached by, but uh, I mean, I'm seeing comments here about saying that looking like they're about 5 weeks out. I think he's in a good spot to come in way better for the universe, which is in what
And
three?
this is what you need to take into consideration. Okay, the whole goal, if you're competing around there, is going to be for the universe. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
He would win some junior shows that have happened over the past month. So
Oh yeah, for sure.
I wouldn't be saying that for sure. Don't be doing that.
Yeah, don't do it. Unless you've got like inside out quads, don't do it.
I like the confidence over, but like there was two really good juniors in my opinion. The top two are really good. I think the top one, so it's guy came second is coached by Tom.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, came really well.
Harry's a very off the top of my head, he's quite tall. Um, so what he's done here to like fill out his frame, he's done very well.
Side
Uh,
chest, man. I looked at his side chest and I was like, yeah, man, that's nice. That's really good.
Hammy's like, look. By the time he's at the universe, I think he's going to be fucking inside out, um,
Hmm.
or at least close enough. Because this is pretty good, but if you think of it like this physique is 3 weeks out, he's in the right spot, I'd say.
Oh yeah, for sure, mate, for sure. But now really good shape, really good posing. That's a really good shot as well. I looked at this guy and I was there like, mate, the guy came first must be pretty decent, just
I
off
don't
what we've seen.
actually, I don't think I've actually seen who came first.
Mate,
Well done,
really good shape. The guy came first.
Cam Young. Okay.
Quads were real good, man.
Jesus. Hammies are in.
Yeah,
Glutes are in, but he just needs more muscle on them.
that's the thing, mate. That's the thing. But in terms of like, he's more he's just more everywhere. Like that's all. Like
Yeah.
compared to the others, he's just better everywhere. A little bit more condition, a little bit more muscle. So
Is he coached
yeah,
by Dan? Or
I
is that?
don't know. I don't know. I'm gonna actually go on his profile now, see who he's coached by. It's always good to see who they're coached by, guys, because we've got to give the coach a little bit of a shout out if you're winning shows. Then
He looks really good.
I'm just seeing who he's coached by, mate. Can't see Hilly,
Hilly, okay.
Hilly,
Hilly Doc.
Hilly Doc, mate. Fair play. Um,
It's very good for a junior.
yeah, man. Really good rig.
Sweet. Posing presentation's good. Um, yeah, just condition really, but he's not far off. I think it's mainly these lot are aiming for universe. It makes the most sense. So
For sure, mate. For sure.
the
But I
spot there.
think he's in a really good spot. Really good spot. So the juniors at the universe, there's a couple from Scotland that are doing it.
Oh,
You've got the guy who won the PCA Scotland.
okay.
Oh, mate, I'm just gonna call him the freak because he is an absolute freak, mate.
Oh,
You know
Matt.
who I'm on about.
Matt
Yeah,
what?
Matt. Yeah, the reason why for two his actual name was called freak because when I saw him, it was funny because his girlfriend and his dad were sitting right next to us,
Oh shit.
and I was there like I was literally I was out going. I was like, "Is this guy your guy?" "Yeah." I was there like, "This guy is an absolute freak show." And they were just laughing. It was so, mate. I was like, "What is this dude doing?" But he's there. Obviously, these guys are going to be there. And I think a few from obviously a few from some of the previous shows will be there as well. So, really good show. Cam, fantastic stuff, mate.
This what is it? Bodybuilding short? Okay, novice. I'm pretty sure we've seen this guy before, have we not?
I think we have the beard is
I
familiar.
recognize, I recognize the beard.
I recognise the beard. That is one iconic beard.
So he has come in second here in novice. Um, it's not bad, man. He's got very good. He's very heavily muscled. I think the thing is, we're always just going to say more condition, but realistically, with that universe, it just makes sense for them to not be 100% in. Uh,
Hmm.
there's obviously going to be people who aren't even close, but
I think it's one of those scenarios where somebody's either 100% in now and they can slowly start reducing fatigue and
yeah,
reversing to the show, or they're just that smidge off where they actually look 3 weeks out and they can slowly taper down for the next 2 weeks and then go into a peak. It's like you're either at one end or another. You're either like ready early and then you start reversing, or you're going to be 3 weeks out. If you're anything out of those two, where it's just not looking good.
yeah, not at all.
Because I
Uh,
know a lot can change in a 3 week period of time, but it's not going to be
yeah, it won't be
that.
significant enough.
Yeah, it won't be like ridiculous changes.
So the winner of, oh no, what? So they've gone from third to fourth. Okay, fuck.
Second
Second
to
to fourth.
fourth.
Brilliant. Okay, so James Brown's got fourth place. He's got some pretty good like insertions.
Mate,
Everyone's got
I like the little sweep of the hair there, mate. See that? He came down to the floor. He just went sweep of the hair. Love that.
boom.
What I will say though, again, pose for longer, my man.
Hold him.
Hold the
Some of those
pose.
poses look sick, mate.
Again, I think an individual that is as lean as he physically can do, which
Yeah,
is
I
a
would
real
agree.
good sign. So, James, mate, fantastic stuff, mate. I genuinely didn't think you could have got any better than this. So, why have they gone from second to
To fourth.
fourth to fifth?
Fuck me. Okay, let's see. Does it go in order now? Okay, so third we have Daniel Taylor, who looks pretty fucking lean, to be fair.
Yeah, you can just tell he's. So I think obviously the guys who beat him were just a little bit more muscled.
Yeah, I'd assume so.
This guy's again. Yeah. Oh yeah, this guy. This I saw this guy and I was there like, jeez. Coached by Scott Swench. I
Right.
think. I
Yeah,
think.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah. Oh, there he is. Perfect.
Comments.
The only reason why I know that, mate, is because I remember following. I remember seeing him talking about Scott 2 years ago. It could be like 2 years ago, I think it was. Um, yeah, really good rig man. And I think he posted as a picture of him, mate. He had like striated quads. So I don't think this actually does him justice in terms of like condition wise. This video, he's really good, mate. Really, really good.
Yeah, he
Yeah,
looked
yeah,
fucking hell, mate.
yeah, man.
Yeah, sick.
Yeah, you can probably open up a little bit more there on his back flat spread, but quads are in glute there, man.
Yeah, fair fucking play,
What's
man.
it? What's his name? Gavin? Is it Gavin?
Yeah, Gavin Harding.
Gavin Hard, mate. Yeah,
Okay, so where did we get to? Okay, so this is a
here
very
it is.
this is a very good class. Classic bodybuilding is short had some absolute fucking beasts.
I want to actually make a shout out here. If you go to the pose down after looking at Lewis here, um, Gaz, the videographer Gaz, mate, my man did a bodybuilding prep, right? And he has like a stoma bag. Dieting with a stoma is incredibly hard. Doing like a bodybuilding prep, mate, I wouldn't even want to imagine how hard it is. His progression over this period of time. There he is, man. Coached by Hilly, um, mate. Yeah, it's pretty inspirational, bro. So fair play. And he rates the podcast as well, so he's loving that. But some great rigs here. Probably the best class, in my opinion, in terms of like the top three being really, really good.
Yeah, I remember you
Um,
sent it. You sent it to me, and I was like, "Oh shit!" Because
yeah,
I unfollow PCA in between shows, so I don't get all the fucking
mate, I mute it all the time.
yeah.
Mute all the time, mute it.
So I
Uh,
never saw any of them.
but this is a bit of a controversial one, mate. I was thinking, okay, Hayden came third. The guy came second. The guy who came second. I don't know what his name is. I think his name's Cam. Here's Hayden.
Yeah,
He's so complete, mate. In my opinion, so complete. His
wicked.
front lat spread is
And this
ridiculous.
was an early show. He
Yeah,
was
man. So
planning
he
on
is
doing
4 weeks out. He's four
yeah,
weeks out from his main show here. Lives in Stoke.
coach
The
by
pride of Stoke on Trent. Probably the only one. I think I can only think of like a couple of good things to come out of Stoke, and him and Jack Richardson are probably one of the best bodybuilders to come out of Stoke. So, plus as well, Hayden's. We'll go on to Hayden's other half in a second. So, um, yeah,
yeah.
really good physique, man. Really, really good. But yeah,
Posing for the next
coached by
generation.
Jack Richardson. just to let you know, coached by Jack Richardson.
Yeah, man.
Um, really, really good,
So smooth with the posing, man.
mate. It's so complete, mate. Like there's no like massive flaws in his rig. Everything's good, like the lines, the structure. Um, personally, and this is my personal opinion, he beat this dude
I
in
would say
terms.
the same. I think
Um,
this guy's fucking sick, but I just don't think he's lean enough. I know that
like
I'd say their condition is fairly similar, but I think that Hayden's got more of an overall classic physique than this guy.
yeah, and that's what I think. And I was there like this is, and then that's what got me tripping because I was there like, well, who's first? And then I instantly thought PCA. These guys have come third and second. Somebody who must be absolutely peeled out of his mind must come first. Um, but as you can see, there's a little bit compared to the glutes and hams with Hayden. I think
Yeah.
don't get me wrong, I'm not taking anything away from this guy, mate. The
Oh,
guy's physique is ridiculous. Really, really good. His posing, his presentation, his muscle bellies, like very, very good, mate. Structure wise, he's fantastic. But I think in terms on the day, from what I saw in the videos, I think Hayden was just a little bit harder just throughout. So, um, yeah, I was, as well. I thought this guy was first. What's
yeah.
happened here?
Fourth place.
When I saw fourth, I was like, um,
So we've got Dean Hope.
Dean. First place, not one SR place.
Wait,
Um,
this is Masters bodybuilding.
yeah, man, really, really good. I don't know who. I don't with the guy who
Who
came
came
first.
first in classic short?
I don't know. I don't know. One sec. Keep going up. We'll see if it comes up. No, it weren't him. It weren't him.
That
It
was
was like a. It was a bold guy. It was here he is.
where?
The guy. Yeah, number 20 there, mate. Number 20. And I'm thinking, oh, this guy doesn't really look that classic. But then again, he's just absolutely peeled.
Hale.
But posing compared to, I know it doesn't get judged. I know it doesn't get judged, but in my opinion, when I think of classic, I think of presentation, posing. But again, really, really good condition, really good shape. I'm just thinking, as you can see, mate, compared to everyone else, he's absolutely peeled.
Yeah.
Um,
Which
so
is like
fair.
a massive part of bodybuilding. So it's like
Oh, mate, yeah, massively,
you
massively.
sort of you have to understand that like that should take I'm not saying that should always take the win because like there's obviously cases where it doesn't, but like if that's what they're looking for, then that's what they're looking for. Do you know
Yeah,
what I mean?
man. On the day, at the end of the day, this guy looked the best. He was the most conditioned out of everyone. So Jamie, you look absolutely fantastic, mate. And in my opinion, deserved the win in terms of condition.
And
But I think,
I'm sure those other boys would agree as well, who came second and third.
oh
Like,
yeah, mate,
sure
for
they would agree.
sure.
Yeah,
Yeah, but I just think second and third was a little bit of a toss up. But yeah, this guy just came in just a little bit sharper. I say a little bit. This guy was sharper than both. But
what is this? This is bodybuilding medium.
mate, I'm just going to call him Mr. TAT. T. Arthur Tigelski. What a name that is.
That is some aggressive posing.
Yeah, I was going to say, my man's aggressive with the thing. He's dense, mate,
He is
especially with the
very
glutes.
dense.
The glutes and from the rear, mate. Great shots. Hamstrings.
Yeah.
Jeez.
I like his physique. I just think he needs to chill out a bit with the posing.
Yeah, he's just posing a little bit too hard, we'll say.
Yeah. It's just causing him
No,
to shake, and that just
yeah,
doesn't
do
look.
you know when you pose that hard, it makes you look smaller?
Yeah.
Like that's probably what he's doing there.
That's a hold on, let me start it again. That's a Jay Freaky walkout.
That yes,
Joe does that. Kicks his quads
mate.
out.
As well, put your trunks up, bro.
Yeah, just a little
Oh,
bit, man. No,
just
that's
a
not,
little.
he got fifth then, so this must have been quite a decent class. Jesus.
Mate, I thought I was looking at the target then.
Yeah.
I am looking at the target. I can't stop looking at his glutes, mate.
I'm
Oh,
trying to figure
Alex,
out what
mate.
the tattoo is.
Alex Noonan, mate, you're making me a new man from looking at you, mate. That is some tattoo.
Is he sweating or is he just like glazed?
I think that's some good ass glaze, mate. I can't lie to you.
Some crazy glaze. Bro, showered in it.
Mate,
Okay. Whoa. Get a glute.
mate. I'm so glad you did it because that's a Tommy T thing.
Yeah, yeah.
That's a Tommy T thing.
Jesus.
Oh God,
That is that's sort of when you need to
that's a launder special. That
stop.
is
That's what I had.
that's a
Gotta
launder
stop pinning the
special,
glutes at that point.
mate. That needs to get mowed over. Jesus.
To get that cut off. That's a tumor. Jesus. That's what I had.
Yeah, that's a launder special right there. For any reference, launder
I
had a
had a
nice little Rory McIlroy on the side of his glute.
I don't know fucking apple in my glute. Jesus.
Anyway, we're taking away from Alex. You look great, mate.
Oh, he looks really good. I
And
think we should
I can't stop
they
looking
should
at his
have
glutes, mate.
they should have the tattoo category in this.
Mate, he'd do so well, mate. Get yourself an FMC show, mate. They'd be loving it,
Take the overall straight away.
mate. Tattoo, and you can just go look at these tats.
I would just stand there. I wouldn't even pose.
Yeah, or do that lady did. Just look,
That one.
gets a tattoo on her wrist and go, yes. Anyway, mate, I think I've had enough of looking at his glutes. It's all good.
Yeah.
Luke,
Third place, Luke. Luke
that's
missing.
a
I
great
recognize that
shot.
name.
That's a great shot.
Jesus, look at the quads at him.
Yeah, man. This
We've,
looks like a
I'm
rip.
pretty sure we've seen him in one of the other PCA shows. I recognize the Luke, his name
Yeah,
missing.
I recognise the Luke missing as well.
Pretty sure we kind of made a pun about he wasn't missing, like his legs
Yeah,
weren't missing or something.
yeah, mate. His legs aren't missing again, bro. I'm telling you that.
No, not at all. That's a great shot.
Yeah, just need a little bit more on just filling out on the top line a little bit, but I think from an overall perspective, mate, really, really good.
Good
Quads, mate, from the
condition,
start.
decently full. Um, could have a little
Well,
bit more fullness through the top line, but
yeah,
that could just
just
be
a
a
bit, just a bit of top line there. But as you can see, mate, posing, holding his poses.
yes, sir. I like.
That's a
We've
nice
got
shot,
third.
mate.
Okay. So who have
Nice
we got?
shot.
Second place, we got Lee. That's a fucking that shape is sick.
That's mental. That is
Delts are
mental.
huge. High lat insertions look cool. That's some mature muscle right there, man.
That
Respect.
is crazy.
That's a good physique. So he got second. Who got first in this?
I don't know. I don't know. This guy looks mad though,
Yeah, if he got second, that's a fucking insane.
mate. Lee,
I would assume the guy
I'm
who
gonna
got
call him the
first.
butcher, mate. Goodness me.
I'd assume the guy who got first won the overall. If this guy got second.
Nah, man. The guy who won the overall, mate, was Martin Winston's dude. The
Oh yeah.
absolute mate.
But was he not in medium or was he? Is he in tall?
If he's medium, mate, he's the biggest medium I've ever seen in my life.
Okay, he's not medium. Oh, this was
Oh,
the guy from FitX.
Uber's guy,
Yep,
mate. You can tell he weren't eating them donuts after the FedEx win. My G,
he gave that straight to Mark
you
Hector.
get that straight to the heck. Is he on prep as well, or
I don't know, mate.
I don't know if he is, mate. Somebody had them because he didn't.
Jesus. I, I don't know. I would give it to the other guy.
Yeah,
He's this guy's good, but he's just not lean enough
that's a toss up again, mate. That's
compared to what was his name?
Lee the butcher,
Lee. Compared to, I'd put Lee first in this for sure.
mate. Let me just see. Yeah, let's just see from the front. Let's go. That's good because he's got like the same sort of shots front to front. So
He's got good shape, good presentation. I think they're pretty,
bro,
but I would just say muscularity and condition. Lee takes it.
yeah, I'd say from a muscularity and condition perspective,
Yeah,
dry as well. I think
yeah. I think he's got way too much. Like you don't see any detail through the hamstrings.
yeah. Can we just pause that a sec? Yeah. I can go to the butcher and go for his. We'll see his. Yeah, man. Mate, arms. He's lacking the arms and his front double. But then again, mate, from a muscularity perspective, mate. Yeah, man. Yeah, look at this.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah,
I'm very surprised at that. I want to see him from the back again. Does he
yeah.
is he peeled through the hamstrings? Because his glutes are in.
I think he is, mate. I think he was. I was looking at his back to be honest.
Yeah, his back double is dead. Yeah,
Yeah, man.
I'd
Yeah,
give
that's the
him
weird.
like
That's the. Is it his Tandrick? I don't know. That's a.
it's a weird shout to put the other guy first, but okay.
They both look great, but
Yeah,
mate,
yeah.
yeah, man.
Yeah, I think they would swap round in my eyes, but both very good. Um, fair fucking play, mate.
Yeah, fair play, fair play.
Okay, so we got Tool. Second place, we got Kyle Jones.
Kyle Jones is in the house.
He has got some decent muscle on him. Oh, I think it's just not lean enough. That's a good few weeks away from being ready, but
Yeah, but he's got that much muscle, mate. It that, like
yeah,
makes him probably look a little bit more conditioned than probably what. Like, pull the trunks up, bro.
yeah, pretty fun.
Um,
Open up a bit more there.
yeah,
He's got a lot of muscle. I think if he fixed his posing, he'd look so much better.
way better,
Um,
way better, mate.
so okay, so there's only two of them. So this is Martin's guy.
Yeah, mate. The front shot, mate. The front most muscular is an
But it's ridiculous
absolute joke.
because he won the overall at Two Bros day before, and then won Two Bros. Sorry, won the PCA overall.
2 and 2, mate.
Two swords. Well, not even a sword anymore at Two Bros, but two overalls in 2 days.
Yeah, that's a
I'd be
mad
very
bag.
surprised if he doesn't go pro in the IFBB this season.
That's the shot.
He's got
I
the
would say, I would say
that
again, hold
Uber
his
tattoo.
poses for long. I would say hold his poses for longer again, mate. Because like,
He's
just
even
a
hit
little.
poses. Sick.
That's mate. The guy's a freak, mate. He's so good, so good, man.
Yeah. He's got the Cuba tattoo, the neck one.
Oh, mate. Yeah.
No, he looks really good here, man. He looks sick at two rows. He looks
It's just
really
holding his. I just hold his poses a little bit longer. See what I
yeah.
mean? But his back shots, mate. His back spread is ridiculous. Look at
I
that.
don't, to be fair, I don't know if I'm wrong in saying this, but he did look, from what I've seen, a little bit drier at two rows.
You will,
Uh,
yeah. It's hard, like, mate. Back-to-back peaks, mate, is
oh yeah.
so like, especially with a bigger dude as well, man. Like trying to fill someone up and then try and like bring him down and fill him up again. So hard, but I think yeah, it would have
I
been a
mean,
little bit.
he came in looking better. That he looked sick at both, but he came in looking better at the more important show for him.
But that's what I was gonna say. PCA two bros. What are you gonna aim for? Do you know what I mean? Like if you could do both, you're gonna be bringing your best for the two bros, aren't you? So fantastic, man. Fantastic. Real good. Real good.
Okay, so oh shit, ladies toned figure. We have first place, straight in with the first place.
Boom.
Toned figure, I would say needs to be a little bit leaner.
I would say just a touch.
Yeah,
Nothing, mate. Just a touch.
she's
Um,
good, but a little bit leaner.
really good presentation to be
Yeah,
fair.
not bad at
Nah,
all.
mate. Real good shape.
Uh, oh, she was the only one. Okay, that makes sense. Um, athletic figure, third place. Just needs more muscle.
That's it. The winner of ladies athletic is Hayden's other half,
Yes,
both coached by Jack Richardson.
sick.
She won the overall. Sorry to be
Interesting.
sorry to what
Damn.
do you call it? Spoiler alert, she won the overall. Um, don't get me wrong, like compared to the others, mate, it looked like an absolute whitewash. To be honest, she was just,
Yeah,
yeah,
fair play.
more everywhere, mate. Do you know what I mean? So, um, from what I've seen, mate, from heads, obviously there was only one lady in the figure, like athletics trained, and
Yeah.
then obviously three here in the athletic where she would just wipe the floor. To be honest, but um, I don't know what the standard of the other. Obviously, there was a figure overall, so yeah, compared to what the four figure girls, she was by far the most the standout there. So, um, well deserved. Real good shot, shape, structure wise, fantastic. Top line, delts, mad.
Yeah.
Posing's really, really good.
Great.
Yeah, fantastic.
Okay, so after that we had trained figures first place.
Yeah, so this must have been like one. So yeah, so I think well, there's five. Yeah, one in trained, one in toned, and three in athletics. So um, yeah, five overall.
I
So
agree. I agree with this comment that Hannah has put that they should post these reels to the songs that the athletes have posed to. It's probably a copyright thing, but it does kind of ruin the routine watching it with a shit
yeah,
song.
because just make yeah, just especially when like somebody's probably put a little bit of effort into it as well, and then like when they pose on the beat and stuff, and it just I think it does make sense, but if they can't because of copyright reasons, then again, I'd rather see the physique and see who won rather than not seeing
Yeah.
them because of copyright reasons. So it's sort of a hard one there. But yeah, if you can get the actual song, which I
Yeah.
don't know if they actually do or not. But yeah,
There's a comment saying that some people get it, as in like some people get their song chosen, but maybe if it's not a copyright issue, then they'll do it. But if it is, then they'll just put their own song. But the thing is, PCA pumped these out so quickly. Like literally, I remember getting my one before I even managed to get out of the backstage bit. I saw mine was already posted. So
yeah.
the fact that,
I came sick. I didn't get one.
oh no,
It's all right. Like the next show, I came fifth, and I still didn't get one. But yeah, it's all about the photos and the videos, bro. It's all about the photos and the videos. I'm joking, like I couldn't really care, um,
um, oh shit, where
but
was
nah, I'd rather pump them out quick so I know like who's won and who came second, who came third,
it?
rather than worrying about like copyright. But yeah, it would be better. And obviously, in an ideal world, it would be great. But then again, we don't live in an ideal world. Funnily enough, in physique, mate, there wasn't really anybody that
I just
sort of like
yeah.
there wasn't really anyone that sort of like really popped out at me, to be honest. So that's not me having a dig at the men's physique dudes.
I'm more than happy to skip over it because I don't think I can see anyone. I'm just skimming over it. I don't think I can see anyone who stands out crazy.
I looked at them before me. I was there. That's nothing much. The class winner was there, the one with 11.1k. He came second. Fraser. Um,
Good shape for it.
Mate, I saw him at PCA Glasgow, mate. He is way bigger, in my opinion, than what he seems on this. Muscularity wise, he's really, really good. It hasn't really changed much since that show, in my opinion. Um, I said be a little bit tighter, but not any sort of like recognizable difference. But this guy won.
Conditions good.
This guy is coached by Slee. And the only reason why I know that is because Maka does his posing and Maka does Slee's. Yeah, Maka posted there. So yeah, Slee coached this guy. Looks really, really good, mate. Really, really good. So
Good shape, good condition. Could be a touch leaner, but from the front he's pretty dialed in. Midsection at least. Yeah, Fairs. What is it? Bikini now, yeah?
again,
No.
mate, no one really. You thought they were cheating their wellness. That's
Shit, man.
if that doesn't describe PCA wellness this year, that is. And
Um,
we're going on to bikini. Oh no, it's wellness. Okay,
okay, so fifth place, Jamie.
really good development in the glutes and hams, but again, just with wellness, you need a dominant upper as well, and she's just lacking that compared to her. She's very low,
But
very low.
yeah,
But
so,
remember, to you wellness girls out there, don't forget to neglect your upper body.
yeah. Oh, first place. We've got Helen.
Okay. I think with wellness as well, posing is such like I think it's so important to pose right in terms of like showing off your shape massively. Um, do you see how she's not as like well like muscled through compared to the other lady? But then again, it's just the way she presents herself makes her look more wellness. She like so yeah, Helen, fair play,
Um,
fair play.
they do it in height categories, or is it just
I think there's only one in wellness, to be honest, because there's not that many people that actually go into wellness. So I think it's just one.
okay? So
This is Junior Bikini.
junior bikini, that is the pose down.
I think these are both
Second,
coached by.
this is overload physiques.
That's it.
Gemma, who is posed by Lucy.
Yeah,
Second place. So she won a couple classes or won her class. I can't remember if she did too at FitX last weekend or whenever we went there. I think this is like her fourth show of the season. Like she's done pretty fucking loads of shows. Um, it's just more muscle. Just needs more muscle.
yeah, man. And then the girl who keeps showing up, boom,
Oh shit! Did she do it again?
again.
Fair play.
You can just see compared to previous shows, she's just doesn't haven't that pop anymore.
Yeah,
Remember when we saw her the first time? We're there like at the first time of show, we're there like okay, but doesn't really have that pop than what she did. But you can just tell that with this being obviously this point of the diet. So still looks really really good. I think her shape's holding her in like massively, which is quite good to see. So real good.
she must be spending bag
Bank
in these shows.
bank on that stuff.
She jumped in every show. Um, I'm guessing these are just masters and then like tall and short.
Yeah. Again, mate, there's nothing really that sort of
No.
came out to me in there in this, to be honest, unfortunately.
We go straight to the overall then.
Let's do it, man. Let's do it.
Uh, is there a, yeah, no surprise he won it.
Yeah, no surprise he won. There's Laura.
Is there anyone in here that you, I know we haven't looked at everyone in terms of who they would be up against, but is there anyone in this lineup that you think isn't worthy? Or not worthy, that's mean, but like probably shouldn't have won an overall? I'd say,
This is me. This is me being honest. A lot of these guys, if it was like like a better PCA show towards the back end of the year,
yeah,
wouldn't get a look in
no,
terms of the overall. And this is where I compare it at the end in terms of like a little bit of a rating wise, where the standard of the show, yeah, there are better physiques here, but when I mean standard of a show, I like to see, like for example, when we look at classic short and we see, well, that guy's third, that guy's second, who must come first? Like it gets you excited.
yeah.
So and that was where like, oh, this must be a little bit better. And then all the rest of the categories were just there like, oh, it doesn't really look as. So in terms of the standard, I
Yeah.
wouldn't say that. Like, let's be honest, and this isn't taking nothing away. This guy's won an overall at a show. Like the men's physique guy, we've seen some of the men's physique guys this year already. Some of them have been really, really good. If they turned up, they would probably win against this dude. So, again, that's taking nothing away from this guy. I just say compared to other PCA shows that have happened, and also that are going to happen. But then again, it all turns up on the day of the show. No one else turned up that could beat him. So
I'd
fair
say
play.
she's pretty good, like pretty good condition for bikini.
Yeah, for sure, man. She's got great shape. Great shape.
Potentially be,
Um,
obviously I can't tell if that's a shadow from the sword or not, but could potentially be too lean. But on the day, I think she looks pretty fucking good here.
yeah, yeah, definitely. Then you got big, the big man. Um,
It's so
oh,
stupid.
yeah, yeah. I think on another day, if he didn't turn up, I think that Gavin would have probably won.
Yep.
In my opinion, the Gavitt, like he was really, really good. So I think it's probably a toss up between. I say toss up. Those two are probably the sort of like start, like the two in the overall. And then obviously with, do we have to go over a figure? Like she dominated it basically. So I
Dominated.
would say from a show perspective, that's what I judge it on. In my opinion, I judge it on. Yeah, it was a great standard because he turned up and the guy's an absolute freak. Doesn't mean the standard of the show was decent.
Yeah.
I think there was probably maybe five physiques there, which I looked at, or five or six, maybe seven, where I looked at, and I was there like, this guy's absolutely peeled, by the way, Jamie Team Bill. Um, where I was there like, okay, they're really really good. So here's that shot, mate. Really good rig.
That's the first time I've seen someone do a front relaxed with their winner's shot.
Mate, if I look like that, I'll be hitting front
Very,
relax all the time,
very
mate.
good
Fair
front
play.
relaxed. It's a very good front relaxed. Yeah, sick. Okay, I'd give this a solid like if we're on like an average of what, 4.5, 4?
Mate, you can't just give it more because you got to think realistically now.
Yeah,
Realistically, if you were at a show, if you went to this show and you went, that guy won, this guy won, that guy won, what would you genuinely think? Genuinely, if you
I'd
had
give
to think
I'd
about,
give it like a 5, 5.5.
I was going to say five, five. I was going to say five, 5.5, maybe, just because of the physiques that were there. He had obviously
I
the
think
guy.
at this show you had more. I want to say freaks, but like maybe not even freaks, just like top good quality physiques
Mm-hmm.
you could
I
count
agree.
this show than any of the other PCA shows that have happened this year. Like bar maybe one or two or three people from the other shows combined, you've got quite a few freaks that kind of, like showed up to this one.
Yeah, man. Yeah, for sure. And they five. I would say 5.5 is pretty, or 5.5 is pretty decent. No, I can tell you right now, no one is getting a 10. There's going to be no 10 out of 10 show. Maybe the finals. Um,
Eventually.
but
You hope so.
maybe
You fucking hope so with the
I
final.
hope, mate, I really hope so. There's like, mate, this one's nearly a 10. This is ridiculous. But I don't think that'll be the one where it's like every single class is like ridiculously high standard. But I think this is probably one of the best ones yet.
Yeah.
So
Um,
in terms of
yeah.
an overall, I'd say it's probably one of the best yet in terms of standard across the board.
Yeah. Um, what did you said it was on the physique collective, right? Um,
Yeah, we want your guys' opinions, okay?
yeah, we want to start a
So
conversation in the comments.
we want a little conversation, and this is going to spark up a few things. As you can see here, before we actually play the reel that was said, me and Connor obviously had this conversation where and we've had it openly on the podcast as well.
Yeah.
Should there be a requirement or a minimal requirement for somebody stepping on stage in terms of fitting the criteria for the federation, and also in terms of, and what I mean fitting by criteria means obviously conditioning and also shape and structure in terms of fitting the actual criteria. Because as we've seen this year, there have been a few people that have missed the mark, not by a little bit, but quite massively. And at the end of the day, they get a lot of hate and negative comments, but also as well, the the actual federation gets a lot of like, what are they doing allowing these people on stage? And then so you get the negativity from the people who are looking from the outside in, but also as well from the people that are in it watching it. They're going, I've been at a show this year, mate, and I've been like, what is she doing on stage? What is he doing on stage? Like he's like, so should there be a minimum requirement to go on stage?
Yeah, I mean, we can watch this and kind of see what they say, but
Yeah, we'll go through that point. I think
I
it's like
think
a minute. I think it's like a minute and a half long. But when Brad starts talking, I don't know if you can actually like skip it or whatnot. But when Brad starts talking, he makes a good point. So I'll
yeah.
let
I mean,
him give.
I haven't watched this yet, so I think we'll watch it first and then kind of go over it. Is this going to pick up sound if we watch this?
I hope so, mate.
I
If
think it's
not, well, if not, I've watched it. So
cool.
To be had would
Let's start it.
federations allowing or potentially not allowing. A good discussion to be had would be around how an individual turns up to a show, whether they should be encouraged to not get on stage if they're not in condition or close to the criteria or something like that. What
I think so. Like going off the backlash of the social media from previous shows, it had me thinking, to save individuals from that kind of social media like flogging almost to have like a prejudging before they're even like registered for the show. Because if they're not going to fit the class criteria, if they're not in condition to a set point, like don't get me wrong, they don't have to be absolutely shredded out of their heads, but if someone's going to get on stage and they know they are nowhere near the mark, is there any efficacy of letting that person just take part just for payment within the federation?
It's a tough one, isn't it? Because any individual is free to sign up to compete and they can view the criteria online and they can decide if they should or shouldn't be there. Is it the federation's job, or is it even impinging on freedom for them to not let them get on stage if they think that they should? Or do they have an ethical implication to tell people if they're opening themselves up for embarrassment, maybe? And then another argument would be, well, the federation doesn't want to lose money, by not letting these people compete. But then do they even ethically look worse by taking the money of people that shouldn't be competing? I think it's a tricky
That's enough. That's
ethical
enough.
situation.
I mean,
that the important word there.
I like
ethical.
the idea. I like the idea of prejudging. Whether that be, because in my head I was thinking, what's the best way for them to say like no, like you're not ready or whatever. I think a private prejudging or whatever, maybe 2-3 days beforehand, or 2 days or the day before. Um, the judges are all going to be there anyway because of the fucking registration and shit. The judges just sit down, have a look through some people, and then just say, look, don't do it. We can move your registration to a show at this date.
Yeah, no, I agree. I agree. I think it's the big word there is ethical. And then Joe Jeffrey says, well, obviously they have their own decision when they want if they want to go to the show or not. It's just trying to find that balance where you're doing what's right for them because you deep down you want to do what's right for them. Then again, it's their choice. And at the end of the day, it's bodybuilding. Everyone, you're going out there to be critiqued, whether that's by the judge, whether that's been by a person in the crowd, whether that's a person on Instagram, you're going to get judged. That's what bodybuilding is all about. You get judged on how you look, on your physique, your presentation, everything. So I think it's trying to find that balance where you want to do what's ethically right for the person, have plans in place where you're not only helping them from a mental health perspective, mate, in terms of like negativity that they're going to get maybe from the backlash of Instagram and whatnot. Then again, from a physical output, they might be over dieted, hormone might be regulation, might not be in the best position. Like you might be doing what's best in both senses, like mentally and physically. So I think it's trying to find that balance where personally I think there should be something in place where I don't know maybe how it could work, but you want someone to go on stage where they fit the criteria. So just for not only our interests, not the federation's interests, but also their own ethical benefits as well, making sure that they're not going to get any sort because nobody likes to see it, mate. Because when you see someone that you know is not like what's the word? Not deserve to be on stage. People deserve to be on stage, but you know what I mean. When somebody doesn't have the right, basically, in terms of the criteria, and you see 100+ comments, and you're thinking it's just going to mainly be all negative comments. This person, their coach, the federation. Why is this person allowed on stage? So I think there should be something in place to make sure that for their benefit, really, the competitors and athletes benefit, not the benefit of obviously.
Yeah,
I think
I
PCA.
mean, PCA have been known to quite frequently turn off comments on some posts because of the amount of sort of like negativity that they'll get towards an athlete. So to avoid that, have something in place to.
Yeah, because nobody likes negative. At the end of the day,
Right.
and I say this to all my clients, says to everybody, we're in this game for the same reason to improve ourselves in any way, shape, or form. And when you see people that have dieted for such a long period of time, not hit the mark, and it might not be their fault, they're getting backlash for it. You don't want to see that, man. You don't want to see that, especially when you know for an absolute fact that if you could show somebody, like, does this person deserve, like, does this person belong on this stage right now compared to this person? And they say, no, what are they doing? Just like the average gem pop person. If a gem pop person can understand what the difference is and they're going, what's this person doing on the stage? I think that's when it's getting to the point where it's like, they don't really belong on the stage as of yet. They need to diet down a little bit harder, or they can just go away, improve, and come back again. But I think it's just trying to find that balance where you want to do what's ethically correct for the person. But then again, don't say to somebody, yeah, you're not really good enough because they might put loads of work in. and
Yeah,
they might
exactly.
go, "Now I want to show, I want to prove." So you see what I mean? It's hard. It's really
I
hard.
mean, we kind of touched on it when Tom Hames was on the podcast, where we were talking about the bloke who did the Arnold Classic Ohio, um, and like entered like 10 different classes. The older gentleman, the older white guy, who was just fat, like he was.
Yeah. That's
Um,
I think that's getting to the point where it's like that's sort of not shaming the sport, but it's taking the piss
yeah,
basically. Like you saw,
it's a joke. It's sort of treating it as a joke, but then it's like Tom even mentioned on the podcast, and he was saying like at this in the same breath, like we don't know his like he could have been through some crazy transformation,
hmm
and then that was sort of like his goal to get to this
yeah,
goal was to step on a stage. So it's like you can't really take that away from someone because like they have paid to be there, and there's nothing in place to say that they can't do it. It's just it's very, very difficult. It's a massive like gray area in terms of like what can they do. I don't think there's much.
yeah. There isn't, unfortunately, but I do think there should be something in place
Yeah,
in some. I don't know, man. I don't know, but I think there should be something in place, not for the benefit of them at the end of the day,
yeah,
from an ethical perspective, an ethical standpoint, for their own well-being. That's what I should say, for their own well-being. Like I said, physically, mentally, I think there should be something in place.
yeah. I
So,
think
but anyway, mate, I'd
yeah,
say yeah, probably one of the best ones yet. We've got
I think this one. Yeah.
northeast next week, I
Is it
think, and
Northeast and then Universe, or is it
yeah,
the Universe? There's two shows that weekend, so obviously there's the
hmm
qualifier and then the Universe on the Sunday.
correct the Monday. I think that's in 3 weeks,
Uh,
3 weeks, fifth,
three, 3 weeks.
3 weeks. Yes, there's one before then. Um,
There is the what show did we just have?
northwest. So we've got northeast next.
Northeast is on the May the 12th. So yes, Sunday or Saturday coming. Um, and then it would be the Universe. No, then it would be first timers in Wolves. We've
Yes.
also got the Irish Open on the same day, and then it's the Universe qualifier,
Class.
and then the Universe.
Sick. So we've got a good sort of four shows prior to the universe.
Yeah,
4 shows, which is good.
plenty more
So
time for some freaks to show up and take it.
I'm excited for the universe.
Yeah,
It'll be a good standard. And also I've got a good feeling about the first timers and wolves as well.
I
Got a
think
good
so.
got a good feeling about that. So anyway, people, thank you for listening. Like, subscribe, 5 star on the Spotify. And as always, get involved in the conversations. Tell us what you think.
Let
But
us know what you're thinking about this debate that we've just kind of gone over.
yeah,
And
but yeah, resharing stories, all the interaction that we've got is great. I've had a few people say to me, "This guy's competing next week. Can you have a little look at him?" That's fantastic. So if you know anybody that's competing, send us our way, and then we can have a little look at them. We might actually, if we do that one where we can get like a day out photo, and then we can see where things are at. Maybe like a day or two out, we can do that again, which is pretty cool. So thank you for listening. As always, episode 20 is done. See you in the next one. Bye bye.